Cue the fireworks. Cue the fire. Cue the rainbows. This market is like all of these into one. We are seeing the hottest real estate market in Southwest Florida that we have seen in decades, and we're gonna talk about it. So in this month's market report, we're gonna go over year stats, what it means for you, depending on if you're a buyer or if you're a seller, and start to understand the overall market. It's a little crazy out there. So let's get right into it. So as always, we're looking at year over year. We have the latest stats from the month of January. And so here in Lee County, our closed sales are up 34%. And here in Collier County, up 45% year over year, double digit, crazy numbers. Also, our median price is up 21% in Lee and 22% in Collier County. Let me tell you this, if you own a medium price single family home in Collier County last year, and you still own that today, you have $105,000 more equity than you did this time last year. Is that incredible or what? The median price of a single family home is $575,000 in Collier County. Now, as we go to time to contract, look at these numbers going down. From the time that you list your home till it actually gets a contract on it is down to 29 days in Lee County and 43 days in Collier. You can see that's down 60% and 50% respectively. New pending sales. These are way up as well. Lots of properties going under contract. We have 25.6 higher than we did last year and 56% higher pending sales than we had in Collier County last year. New listings. This is an interesting story because the listings are actually down year over year. So 10% less listings coming on the market in Lee County and 2.6% less in Collier County. And then finally, the inventory. I'm going to take a lot of time talking about inventory today. It's down to 1.7 months in Lee County as of January and 2.2 months. These are down between 60 and 70% year over year as far as the inventory goes. Now here's what I'll tell you. These are January numbers. As predicted, we are in our high season, and so there's generally a surge of new inventory that comes on the market, and we did not see that this year. We did not see it. And so what's happening is we have stronger demand than ever. The supply is being constrained, so what happens? The prices go up and people act faster, and we are seeing that happen today. So I just ran the numbers this morning in our sales meeting, and now in our entire MLS, which incorporates all of Lee and Collier County, we have just under 5,000 residential properties that are available to buy. Sounds like a lot, right? It sounds like a reasonable amount of properties to purchase. Until you look at the past 7 days of pending sales. We have over 1,900 properties in the past 7-day time frame that have gone under contract. So if we keep at this pace of sales, if no new inventory came on the market, that puts us at about 2.5 weeks worth of inventory. Not months, 2.5 weeks worth of inventory at the current pace of sales. Very crazy numbers. The new construction, they don't have inventory anymore. Those builds are going a long way out. So the question becomes, is this sustainable? Is this something that is sustainable? It's a good question. For me, I don't see this as a long-term sustainable trend. It's just not. What happens right now is that we've got a lot of sellers who are cautious about selling. They want to sell, but then they want to buy something else. So it's constraining the inventory even more than you would think. Now, we've also seen very recently a tiny little spike in those mortgage interest rates. And what that does, generally speaking, that does not slow down the demand in the short term. It actually increases the demand for housing because people are afraid that the interest rates are going to continue to go up, and they want to lock in the interest rates while they're still low. So it actually causes more of a flurry for buying as interest rates spike in the short term. So lots of things to think about. If you are a buyer and those interest rates are going, it's probably a good idea to consider seller, locking in a property. So it's tough out there. We've got a lot of tips in case you do want to, in case you are out there looking to purchase a property. We have tips on how to win in multiple offer situations, which I'll link to below. And then also, if you're a seller, I don't know how it gets much better than this for you as a seller. This is definitely a seller's market. We have a lot of properties that are getting multiple offers, over asking. We've even seen, and I don't recommend this, but we've even seen people completely waiving their inspection periods, even on older homes, which to me is just crazy and a bit irrational. But that's the take for what's going on in here in Southwest Florida. I'd love to know from you. Do you think that this is sustainable, and what are you seeing out there? So thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it, and we'll talk soon.